Hello and welcome. You're watching the Policy Times, world's first policy and development media. Since 4.5 years, Policy Times has been rigorously and consistently doing coverage and policy and development advocacy in India and across the world with just one objective, that through every program that we do, it has to bring a positive change in the society. Now, under many 500 plus sessions we have done so far, we have a very exclusive show, which is like Global Innovator and Entrepreneur Show, where we select and identify the leading global Indian innovators who have brought some technology, some innovation, or some process which has or have disrupted the ecosystem positively or are going to bring a positive change in the society. Now, this show is mentored and guided by Dr. P. Shekhar, who himself is an innovator and has many such innovations under his umbrella and brand name. Now, under his guidance, today I'm really honored and excited to invite and welcome Mr. Ravi Shankar Tandavan, who is the founder and director of Revroy Private Limited. Mr. Tandavan is one of the leading pioneer and innovator in the field of security. So welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. The first and simple question that I would like to know for our viewers, please tell us about your journey, about yourself and your venture.
First of all, thank you very much, Akram Saab. Thank you very much, Dr. Shekhar, for having me at the Global Technology Partnership Program of Policy Times. I have done a lot of things, but a pioneer and an innovator is not a tag that I can really carry off like Dr. Shekhar. That's not what I am. We try to do well in whatever we do, and that's been our very humble endeavor so far. So you asked me, what is it that we at Revroy do? I think, first of all, a lot of people may be interested to know what Revroy stands for. Since we are in the entrance automation business, most of our products are motor-driven. And the word rev actually comes from the revolution of the motor that we offer. So rev comes from the revolution of the motor, and Roy actually stands for king. So we want to in some way be the king of revolution as in the motors, and king of revolution by sheerly the way we interact, deliver our solutions and products to end customers. We want to create a kind of a revolution that will put us on a totally different pedestal when compared to the others available in the market. So it's our endeavor to try and be something very different, because the motto of Revroy is transforming business to enduring partnerships. So we want to stand true to our motto and try and offer our interactions, our products, our solutions, our deliverables to our customer in a manner which is very different. So this is in short about what Revroy stands for and the motto behind what we are doing. And Revroy is a company which is engaged in offering products and solutions for vehicular and pedestrian traffic management. Now, wherever there is movement of people or vehicles, there is a need to control their movement, bring in discipline, and enhance security. So we are in that business delivering just this objective for our customers by offering products and solutions that will control movement, bring in discipline, and enhance security. So that's in short about what Revroy does.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for the brief introduction. Sir, can you give us a little brief about your sector, how the sector is evolving, emerging, and within that, how unique or uniquely Revroy is positioned and Revroy is offering its services?
Very interesting question. the business of entrance automation, that is the barriers and the gates and so on and so forth, have slowly been growing and finding a great deal of importance in the way both pedestrian and vehicular traffic is today controlled in our country. Many of us would have seen these installations overseas in several applications. But from early 2000, this industry started having a growth, slowly started expanding. And today, this industry of entrance automation is probably in the region of, say, about 2.5 to 3 billion Indian rupees, which is, we're talking about 300 crores or so. Today, you take of any software technology park or any commercial establishment or an office complex, they find it extremely important to be able to control the people who enter their facility. Human security, human intervention is simply not the answer to that, because it's simply not able to address the demand of being able to check, verify, and allow the entry of close to some, in certain places, 15 to 20,000 people in a software technology park. Now, that being the case, the deployment of pedestrian gates became prevalent. With this, the access control technology, which they use, made it possible for organizations and establishments to control movement of people into their facility and allow only authorized personnel to enter. Now, in the COVID scenario, we moved from the touch technology to the no touch technology. So access control solutions such as face recognition and palm geometry or wave reader have become very important, and slowly organizations are moving to that technology to be able to offer a much smoother, easier, and touchless access control solution. This is as far as the pedestrian segment is concerned. The next is, of course, the vehicle barriers. The movement of vehicle barriers is as important as the pedestrian movement. And our country requires a lot of discipline. And therefore, these barriers that are put up at parkings and at various toll plazas and so many other places bring in a certain amount of discipline in the movement of these vehicles, and also ensures that these vehicles are authorized and you have vehicles that have been registered that are moving into and out of a facility. The third aspect is concerning pedestrian, but in the ecosystem of the transport sector. You have airports today with boarding gates, immigration gates, and so on and so forth. All experienced immigration when we are exiting or entering our country at the airports. It's a slightly long drawn process. You have to wait in queues and so on and so forth. But with the introduction of the immigration solution, this will become history. People with passports that have all their information in a soft form, which is a chip or whatever be it, can quickly access immigration channels in less than 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and so on and so forth. So the entire stamping of the soft passport becomes much quicker. It's easier, and I'm sure it'll be a delight to customers and travelers who are exiting and entering our country with the deployment of these immigration gates. And these are very popular for us. The closest that we can see is the UAE. All the airports have these, immigration gates, and you have people zipping through them, in and out of them, at ease and at very short span of time. So these are the various segments that fall under the the entrance automation segment. And the last one being for installations which are very high threat perceived installations, government establishments, defense facilities, the parliament building, data center access. Now, all these places need to be secured beyond what we generally see in a commercial space. So they have certain products that will ensure not more than one person access the facility, and only after ensuring that the person is safe to be allowed access, and that he is not carrying any weapon or any tools or anything on his person that may be unsafe to the sanitized environment inside in terms of safety and security. So that's another area. And generally for these buildings, you also need to protect not just the inside, but also the very structure that is created. Therefore, you have the under vehicle scanning solutions, you have license plate recognition systems, you have anti-crash bollards, road blockers, and spikes, and so on and so forth, just to thwart any kind of an aggressive attempt to enter the facility, which is certainly not desirous for these kind of high threat perceived installations. So this is in short what this industry comprises of.
Excellent. I think very broad and comprehensive perspective and that you shared, Mr. Shankar. Now, one important aspect also I'd like to know: how do you see, or give us a comparative, analytical understanding about the global vis-a-vis the Indian market position or situation? Like, in what stage of maturity we are into this sector globally as well as India, and how Revroy is aiming to position in the global market or Indian market?
Akramji, there was a time when we were behind in terms of technology adoption and use of technology. It was a very wide gorge between the West and India. Today, the technology that is introduced worldwide is accepted in our country within no time. So we have the leapfrog advantage. We don't have to go through the rigmarole of, inventing it, trying it, testing it, and so on and so forth. Today, in terms of adoption, India is far, far ahead. And I think in terms of the Prime Minister's digital economy, I think we are ranked by far in the top 3, top 4 in the world. We are talking about digital certificates today available for people who have the COVID vaccination. Whereas I'm told in the US, they still scribble something on a paper and give it to the people who undergo vaccination. The penetration of the digital payment module today across the spectra of the society. Today, you go to even a roadside shop or a vendor who is on a push cart, they accept digital payments. I mean, in terms of the penetration of digital payments in India, I think we are leading. We are leading, and which is proof that India as a country laps up technology. What is important is how well we implement and ensure that the technology works the way it must. And I think with so many entrepreneurs, with technocrats, both in the government and private sector, all this will be addressed, and we should in a very short time find that there's actually no difference in the way technology is used in India when compared to the West. Already this is very, very blurry. You can really find it very difficult as to what is different between the technology that is used in India and world over. I think we are already there, and I think thanks to the Prime Minister's initiatives, that all this has been possible.
Excellent. Sir, any major challenges or opportunities you see going ahead, as there are a lot of technological disruption in this sector?
Okay, so I think in your previous question, you also asked what is Revroy doing, and I think that was something that the ecosystem of the entrance automation sector is actually crowded. It's not like, you know, we are there and we are doing something very different. I don't want to claim, I would lie if I said that. It's not that. The space is crowded and we have the best of international brands and names who are there in the space offering fantastic products and solutions. So yet another name, Revroy. What is it that we are going to do? How are we different? Yes, we want to make a difference in the way we offer our solutions and deliver our solutions to the end customer. Like I said before, our motto is to transform business to endearing partnerships. Now, in order to achieve that, we decided that it's important for us to move much closer to our customer. In a cricketing parlance, yes, it may be called a no ball to cross the crease and deliver your ball. But in business, Akramji, I don't think so. The customer likes, wants, and hopes that his vendor and supplier is much closer to him. You know, closer in terms of what should I say, presence, closer in terms of partnership, closer in terms of understanding, closer in terms of adjusting. So the customer is seeking for a lot of closeness, you know, from his vendor. And that is exactly what we want to offer, because only all these things make a partnership endearing. You have to understand the psyche of the customer. The customer has several pain points. It is important for us to understand the challenges the customer is facing, the demands that a customer wants, the hand-holding that you may have to offer to your customer. And when you do all these things, that is when you actually become a very endearing partner to the customer. And that's exactly what we want to address. And organizations today have a line, you know, a line that they don't cross. But we want to bring that line much closer to our customer. Therefore, we are doing everything that is possible to reach out to our customers, deliver our products and solutions in a manner that they feel that we are not just a vendor, but a partner in their projects. So that's as far as what Revroy intends to do, which I'm sure will be different from what the customers are today experiencing.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Shankar. Final question. Any message or, you know, kind of a view that you would like to share, any message or comment you would like to share for your various stakeholders? It may be the public, your, you know, clients, or your employees, the entire stakeholder base.
See, I have done a couple of businesses while being in the entrance automation business, Akramji. I may have been like a firefly sometimes. Now you see me and now you don't. I know several of my customers and my industry colleagues must be wondering why. Some of them know the reason behind it. And it's not, time has not always been in stride with everyone. And I guess it has also been with me. But now with Revroy that we have formed with my dear friend Liaquat Ali Khan, we look forward to collaborate like never before. And we want to be our best partner to our customers. I know that we will be an enduring partner because we now have the strength and the resolve. It has always been my, what should I say? It has always been my endeavor to do something beyond what others do, so as to demonstrate to my clients that there is somebody who is wanting and willing to go that extra mile. Now, with the formation of RevRoy, our resolve is much stronger. So all that I want to say is, I don't want to give a message or anything, but it's simply a statement that I want to make that now, with fire in my belly, passion in my heart, and a prayer of gratitude in my lips, I set forth in my journey to reach my customers, and I'm sure I will have their extended hand. I know I can count on theirs. So I'm looking forward to some fantastic times, at RevRoy, offering our customers the very best.
Thank you.
There's one message, though, that I want to give, that we must not bring down our guards against, this COVID, the Omicron that is scaring us. We must be on guard. The future is bright. We can handle these things. It is no longer, something that we need to be worried about, but we just need to be a little more careful. And then I think Bharat has a very bright future, and I'm delighted and excited to be a part of that growth story.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ravi Shankar Tandavan, for
Thank you,
your energy and humble message that you tried to deliver in the end. I will now request Dr. P. Shekhar, our mentor and chairperson of this show, to kindly give his remarks and review on the product.
Yes, it's always been a great pleasure to hear to Ravi. He is a person who always works with the heart and always means what he says. I know him, what he does in India, and many times abroad also I have seen him. And the beauty of whatever he is saying is that now he will be a partner. When a security person becomes a partner, it is a very big achievement for the public at large. Public will feel more safe, more secure, and more endearing. Because when a person goes for a picnic, when a person has his personal holiday, when a person is at office and thinking of home, when somebody like him says, I take care, then they know that a city is taken care. They don't have to revisit, re-examine, and reconfirm. It is confirmed. And I'm sure RevRoy, I happen to know that they are a multinational company, and they have put up a manufacturing plant in India under Ravi's company, and they are doing a wonderful job in terms of whatever they are offering, whatever they are doing. So it will be another great achievement for a Make in India product of an international company, brand, expertise. We cannot do everything in India, and India will make the best of all. And like he said, we don't lag behind in any way. In fact, I'm sure in another few months or years, he'll be teaching the parent company new things, new development, and new ways to address the global market. And I'm sure this will go globally starting from India. Congratulations to you, congratulations to Ravi, and best wishes for this product and the security in India to go miles ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Shekhar. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you, Dr. Shekhar. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Viewers who are watching the Policy Times.